Hello and welcome back to the sixth episode of our series Learning SketchUp. In this episode, we are going to learn few more tools which will help us in making a complex model. The tools we are going to learn today are Rotate, Protractor, and Arc. Let's see how. As name suggests, it helps to rotate any object at different angles. To rotate an object, you could either first select the object and then activate the tool, or first activate the tool and then hover over the object you want to rotate. We can even have a group or whole thing selected that we want to rotate. So now select this whole cube, and to activate the tool, press the keyboard shortcut, which is Q, and you can see the 360-degree protractor. This will work in all three planes, and you can lock these planes to work accordingly. Like for blue plane, just press the up arrow key and rotate. For green plane, just press the left arrow key and rotate. And for the red plane, just press the right arrow key and rotate. You are going to click once where you want the pivot point of rotation to be. So if I wanted this box to rotate around this corner here, I'm going to select this point. Now you see this dotted line. This will be the baseline or your 0-degree line. In this case, I want it to be along red axis, so I am going to click here. Once you have selected your baseline, you can rotate your object in any direction you want. Now either just randomly click anywhere, or if you want it to be at specific angle, then just type and enter. For example, I want it to be at 30 degrees above, so I'm going to type 30 and enter. If you want to rotate this object at center, you can do it with a move tool. Just group the object and activate the move tool. When I hover over the object, you are going to notice these red points appear on this face. And now if we go to any one of these points, we'll see a protractor will appear in the center. And now if we click, we'll see that we'll be able to rotate this whole cube around the center. Now if I want to rotate any object from the center, I mostly rotate it with the move tool instead of actually activating the rotating tool. The features that we use to copy groups and components using the move tool can also be used for the rotating tool. Let's see with an example what I'm actually saying. Now you see here is a table and a chair. Now I want 3 more chairs 90 degrees to each other, but at the same distance from the table. I'm going to press Q on my keyboard to activate the rotating tool. So here my point of rotation will be at the center. So I'm going to find the center of the table by hovering over the edges of the circle. Click in the center and set your baseline. And I want my baseline to be aligned with the chair. Once your baseline is set, just rotate it around and press the Ctrl key to copy the chair. So I want my chair to be at 90 degrees to the existing chair, so just type 90 and enter on your keyboard. And so I want 3 chairs in total, so I'm going to type 3x and enter. And now you can see we have 4 chairs evenly placed around the table really quickly and easily. Now let's understand how protractor tool works. To activate the tool, just go to the tools in the toolbar, and halfway down we have the protractor tool. Just select it from there. This tool helps you know what angle the object is in and also put in a guide. Now lock it to the green axis by pressing the left arrow key and just click at the vertex. Then set the base, which in this case will be along the red axis. And finally, to find out the angle, just hover over to this point. In the measurement box, you'll notice what angle it's at. In this case, it is at 45 degrees. And now if I click at this vertex here, it will give me a guide at 45 degrees. Now if I want my guide to be at 65 degrees, I will lock this again in the green axis, set my baseline, and then enter 65 on my keyboard. Now this angle is a perfect 65 degrees to the red axis. Now let's learn about the arc tool. Arc tool has a couple of variations. Let's go through each of them. The most common arc in SketchUp is a 2-point arc. The keyboard shortcut for 2-point arc is A, and this is based on using two endpoints of an arc. So let's start. Click at one endpoint of an arc and drag your mouse in the direction you want your base of an arc to be, and click again or enter a value as you can see on the screen. Then drag your mouse outwards to create an arc, and again just click or enter a value. You can see the arc is made up of number of segments. To make it smoother, you have to increase these number of segments. Just go to the entity info in the default tray on your right. Here you can change the radius of an arc and also the number of segments. And as you can see, as I increase the number of segments, the arc becomes smoother. There's another way to increase the number of segments while making an arc itself. So just draw a 2-point arc, and before the last click, just press Ctrl with minus to decrease the number of segments. And if you want to increase the number of segments, just press Ctrl with plus sign. Let's see other variations of arc. Now for the most basic arc, just go to this drop down arrow and select the first arc. While drawing this arc, just think like you are drawing an imaginary circle, and this first point is the center of your circle. Then adjust the radius here either by click or by typing any value, and just sweep the arc of your circle. You can also make a complete circle with this or leave anywhere to make an arc. Another arc is a 3-point arc. Select it from the toolbar here. Now just mark the first point of an arc. It is going to be the first end point. The next click will act as a pivot point where the arc will always go through this point no matter where you move your mouse. You can see no matter where I move my mouse, the arc will always go through this point. And the final click will be the second end point of this arc. Under the arc list, last option is the pie. As the name says, it will make a pie or a circle. First click marks the center, then with the second click adjust the radius. Sweep the arc around. I'm going to increase the number of segments, and the last click will be the end point. You can also make a complete circle using this tool. That's all for today's video. If you have any doubt, please contact us on the given details. Thank you for watching this video, and now we'll see you in the next episode.